Hello, Lori Michelle here with Moshiach's Tuesday Time Capsule. Today, Hashem asked me to share a video that I recorded over 4 years ago, and I hadn't watched it in probably 4 years. It was before I published the Torah Part 2, Blindsided by Messiah. That is going to make lots of people click away, but recently I've noticed you're not running away so quickly. I don't know why, because it's been pretty dreadful in this world for quite some time, but something's opening your eyes. Welcome, if you're listening, and please listen till the end, because I've been doing this for over a dozen years. And in 2016, I recorded a video, which I'm going to show you a clip of, half of it, a song parody that I sang online because that year I was running my final, what I thought was my final event for Running on Love, the charity. I decided that year in 2016, Christmas and Hanukkah were on the same day, which doesn't happen very often, December 25th on the secular calendar. So I gave everyone 1 month to show they cared about the charity of world peace. I didn't tell everybody I was Moshiach back then. I tried that on one specific day. I write about it in this book on the 9th of Av, just before this run on love for the charity of world peace. And didn't go well, so I took it down and I just started telling everybody I was running on love with God, and then he talks to me and he said that this charity, Running on Love, is his charity to bring us together and bring world redemption and world peace one day. World peace is what I said. I didn't use the word redemption because I didn't want you to run away like everyone's running right now still. So this was my last hurrah, my last fundraiser, so to speak, really my first. I never did one for Running on Love. I never fundraised for Running on Love, the world charity for world peace. I did it for everyone else. 75% of all donations always went to some other charity. And I recognized that if I didn't get support for Running on Love had no chance to do the work it was supposed to do. So the video I'm going to show you is how emotional I was because I was 4 days away from what I thought was dissolving Running on Love, and Running on Love would be no more. That didn't happen. Running on Love is still a charity, and to this day, I have more support for Running on Love than I ever did since 2009 when I founded the charity. Nobody ever understood Running on Love except for me. I was the only one who really understood what it was for, how special it was. Even if it never wound up being the charity for world peace, it is such a beautiful charity with a beautiful message. And nobody else really understood it. It was sort of the Lori show. Everybody supported it because they liked me and they wanted to support Lori. But it was never going to grow and be the charity it was supposed to be until everybody grabbed on and knew it's about Messiah, Moshiach, and God and world peace in this generation. And he shows me what it's going to look like one day. But the clip I'm going to show you, about 3 minutes or so, I sing the song, I Gave Up Everything I Own, the old Bread song by Bread, and I made a parody out of it. A cappella, I'm deaf. You talk about chutzpah. I sang this song online, and it's very painful. Brace yourselves, because I cry in the video. And if you have the courage to read the Torah Part 2, this really is that. I'm telling the truth. You'll read just a little bit of the pain and suffering I went through before I recorded this song parody. I literally gave up everything I own, walked away from everything, and gave up friends, family, everything. Why? Because when you say you hear God, the Creator, capital H-I-M, in America, you'll lose everything you own. No one will believe you. If you say the things that I have to say, you'll read about it, I hope, one day. He says, oh, yes, you will, if you've listened this far. And the concept, the mission, he just corrected me, of running on love is to come together and run to honor the people that you love who have crossed over. Lelu and Nishmat. It's powerful, and he says it's going to become so bad here. So many people are going to die, and apparently not enough people are dying with this pandemic. He says it's going to be more. We will need to come together and run on love, and that will elevate their souls, bring their goodness into this physical world, and it will bring joy to everyone who runs on love. And in this video clip that I'm going to get to, I promise, in a second, I hold up this picture. This was my father. I'm going to cry. He died. My father's crying. He died in 1985 of a blood cancer. And I'm about 11 years old here, and he was bald. And I thought he was so handsome, but I took this picture with him to see what he would look like with hair. And this world is putrid. And he says that one day we will not die. So I don't know. I'm not in it for that. But he said in the world to come, redemption will be eternal in our flesh. And how is that going to happen? Miraculously. It's his decision. Death in a world like this is a blessing. Why? Because everybody's choosing evil. And in a world that has evil permeating it, you need to pass on, cleanse, and come back and get it right. But this time is the last time. This is the time of the end of days and world redemption, and running on love is the charity that we're supposed to get it done in. We're supposed to come together and run on love for people who have crossed over and bring world redemption in this world. So there's no more death, there's no more terror, there's no more pain, there's no more depression. It's a world filled with love and God, and we will know He's really God the Father. And he says, and the husband. Read the book. The details are in here. But here you go. Moshiach's Tuesday time capsule. I've been at this a long time. And by the way, one more thing. I know this is going on and on. She goes on and on and on. But this is important. I'm much happier now. Can you tell? You'll see in a second. Boy, was I depressed in this video. Oh, choking back the tears. I thought that it was over, and I just won't quit. I will not quit till I wake enough of you up and we bring that world to come into being, redemption. God bless you. I'm not quitting. You've got to get started. So after you watch my little parody, buy the Torah Part 2 on Amazon. I'm waiting for you. Enjoy. Hashem, God, asked me to sing this song to you, which represents my journey, my life. This is who I am. And as I said, I'm a deaf lady. I'm not a singer. And he said to do it a cappella. No music. Just do it my way. So I will. And my father, who I hear many on the other side, came to me a couple of days ago, and he asked me to sing. He said, please listen to Hashem.
So I will. So here it goes. Brace yourselves. I'll do my best. I always do. He sheltered me from harm. He kept me strong. He kept me strong. He gave my life to me. He set me free. He set me free. The finest years I've ever known were all these years I've walked alone, and I gave up everything I owned. I gave up my life, my heart, my home. I gave up everything I owned just to have him walk with me. He told me I was love, running on love, running on love. He didn't say that much, but still the things he said I knew. Somehow I knew. Nobody else will ever know the part of me that won't let go. And I would give everything I own. I'd give up my life, my house, my home. I would give everything I own just to have him walk with me. Is there someone you know, you're loving them so, but taking them all for granted? You might lose them one day, Hashem takes them away, and you won't hear the words they long to say. They would give everything they own. They'd give up that life, that house, that home. They would give everything they own just to have you back again, just to touch you once again.